raining. Hello again. At least it stopped raining for a moment. At least it stopped raining. Right, gonna head back up here. Opposite direction today. Oh yes, gonna go down this way to the back of the station. Now, regular viewers may well notice something different. That's right, I'm back on my old phone. So what happened to the new one? Well, I had to make a decision and I decided against it. There were things I really loved about it, especially the noise cancellation, the wind blocking, fantastic. But there's a lot of other stuff behind the scenes, and to be honest, the dullness of the image that I didn't like quite so much. And I've got to be happy with what I'm doing. We're going to start off with something railway related and hopefully end up with something railway related. So it should be a train heavier video today, to a point anyway. Now, because of the rain, I'm not going as far as I might do normally. I've just got a few things I need to do. Hopefully I can fit them in. Just personal things really. I've got to drop something into the post office, etc. But otherwise all good. Let's do Kev's train pics. Yay! Here we go. As you know, that was the page. And the top one, nice and big. And the bottom one, nice and big. And we're just missing that train going through the station. There he is. Whee! Train in the station there. And one coming in there. And a lot of people on the platform. Lovely. We're going to head down here though. All will be apparent why very soon. To follow that train today, because we're going to go straight into a postcard from Carol. Here we are. Thanks, Carol. Look at that. What a lovely postcard. Almost exactly the same place, same pole, same bridge, but a slightly different vibe to it, isn't it? Slightly different vibe, but that's excellent. Many thanks for that, Carol. Did it look different today? Do you prefer it like that, or do you prefer it like it is now? Someone asked me if the little girl on the stairs who moans about your mobile phone and holding the handrail is still going. I said I didn't know, so we'll see whether or not we get told off, because I'm not going to hold the handrail and I'm using my phone. No, she stopped. They've told her to go home. Stop annoying people at the station. So I think that was Dave said about that. Hello, Dave. He has indeed stopped. Lovely. Just going to pop over to the post office to run my errand, and then hopefully I'll be back to catch the special that's coming through. It's starting to rain again now. I don't have my proper coat on or anything because it would be too hot for that, but I haven't got my glasses on either. So anyway, like I say, different sort of day today, different sort of day. Now here's a random one for you. I saw this, a ladybird illustration, there we are, and that is from supposedly all the sort of 1970s TV shows that are on a Saturday, like $6 Million Man and stuff like that, represented in a toy shop, which I thought was quite interesting. Lovely illustration. See what toys you can spot, or what references to TV you can see. Lovely. There's our liquid sunshine. And there's the Punch and Judy setting up for a damp Punch and Judy show later on. Bring your brolly, bring your brolly. Roll up, lovely. Grills, still no news on that yet. Ooh, new milkshake place, lovely. That's Coasters, here in the Triangle, just by the fountain. Have to give them a try one day, and why not? Delightful light, we've been in there before, very interesting shop. Lovely, quite busy today. And finally we come across the old post office, which hopefully won't be too busy. I can do what I need to do and get on my way. Well, that was quite painless. It's quite funny as well in a way. What I had to do was to go in and call up an email on my phone and show an image of a QR code which they were going to scan and know what to do with. So I go in there and of course my phone doesn't want to show any images. Not a problem, I'm not getting a signal in there properly, you see. So I have to go outside. But she said, what are you trying to do? I said, I'm trying to show you an image. She laughingly goes, oh, I don't want to see any of your images, thank you very much. But it was quite funny. We both had a good chuckle because it did sound a little bit like I was trying to suggest something rather inappropriate to the lady at the post office. But it's all in good humour. Now here's a picture that I saw on Facebook the other day. I put the guy's name who took it at the bottom. And here we go. Now I thought that was a lovely picture. Not sure exactly when that was taken, but isn't that lovely? So anyway, full acknowledgement to the chap that took it. And I just thought it was really, really nice. I think he entitled it Waiting for the Post Office to Open in Teignmouth. But obviously it's a little bit older because of the, it hasn't got the Riviera painted on the cinema anymore. Anyway, that was there. Lovely. Everyone emerging at the pier with their brollies. Here's our moist seafront with a big hornet or wasp, whatever we're going to call it. Still seems to have held up, hasn't it? Excellent. Lovely. I do like that. Yeah, I will call that my favourite for this year, 100%. So with my errand for the day done, and still chuckling about that images joke we had together in the post office, I'm going to start heading along to the Seawall, see if I can catch this special. And of course, Rufus will be fed. And where have our gloves gone? Where have our gloves gone? Been taken down for repair or been nicked by a giant who wanted some new gloves? Your guess is as good as mine. Oh, and so's that bird that was on that post there. That's gone as well. Oh. Still, sauna's still here. That's one thing. They haven't managed to wheel that away yet. Yes, as much as I did like some of the colours on that other phone, and I did like the audio on it, there was a lot of other stuff sort of behind the scenes that I just wasn't too happy with, and being back on this is like a pleasure. So actually what I'm looking at doing at the moment is I'm trying to see about getting another one of these phones, but I've got to be careful to make sure I get a brand new one, otherwise it's a bit defeating the object. I don't want a refurbished one. But this morning I looked into the next model up, not the brand new all singing all dancing one, but the Pixel 8 Pro, and it's got a very similar camera system to this one, very, very similar indeed, with all the same things that I love about it. Now the new one that's coming out, the 10 and the 9, actually don't have some of the features that I want on the camera, so that's maybe not the best idea. But if I wait for the 10 to come out, the cost of the 8 should drop dramatically. So what I'm thinking is I could get an 8 to use and then send this one off for repair for £180, be without it for a couple of weeks, to Google, and they'll put a whole new camera system in it. And there is something definitely wrong with the camera, because when I was checking into it the other day, I took the phone out of the case and there's an audible rattle coming from the camera housing, so something snapped off in there. But there we go, that's my plans. So everything is still to be finalised, but I'm working on it to bring you the best possible experience overall. Maybe not the best visuals, maybe not the best sound, but the best experience overall. But at least I can say I did try the Samsung, I did put it through its paces, but ultimately it wasn't for me. but at least I tried it. And after all, I don't feel too guilty talking too much about my phone on this channel, because it is called Bill's Phone Teignmouth, even though it's not really supposed to be about the phone itself. It is in the title. Pleased to announce the special is running to schedule, due to pass Teignmouth Station about 12:25. It's 12:07 at the moment, so it looks like we'll be in luck. Should be up at Sprey Point, hopefully not feeding Rufus at that moment, and we'll get a shot up there. Some lobster pot equipment down there on the beach. And of course, as I head onto the seawall, the liquid sunshine starts to put in much more of a forceful appearance. You see it in the puddles there. Lovely. So I head away from all shelter. Makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Makes perfect sense. As we wander along the wall, let's have a couple of pages of adverts from 1969. Here we go, here's page number 1. Hopefully you can see that. Pause if you want to read it. And here is page number 2. All Teignmouth businesses in 1969. All long gone now mostly, I expect, without having them up to look at while I'm talking. But there we go. 1969. Smashing. He snuck up. Still got all the stuff on the beach growing. Still not had that high tide to wash it away yet. Hello. Remember I couldn't get my selfie camera working at the end of the yesterday's video, so I thought I'd do a selfie now in the rain. Here I am. Lovely, isn't it? Absolutely lovely. Gonna go quickly feed Rufus before this train comes through. Everything's all present and correct. Just needs a little bit of food. Let's remedy that. There we go, some in there, some in there, some on the floor, and some in the Rufus tub. Lovely. And while I was cleaning the camera lenses, I did see 1 or 2 birdies flitting in and out, but they're gone by the time I come out. Anyway, let's go and see if we can catch this special. Gonna shelter in here for a little while and check the real-time trains. About 5 minutes to go. It's just approaching Dawlish. Do excuse me for not wandering around. I'm going to get soaked enough on the way home anyway. And that was a happy train, came up behind me. I missed the toot. Here we go. Lovely. Hopefully we'll catch that coming back later on. Sorry for hiding under the trees, but as you know, I don't have a proper coat on. Actually, as I shot that, I nearly thought I wasn't going to get the phone open, because the screen's got so wet in the rain that it sort of stopped responding. So I closed it down, I gave it a wipe, and then I realised the train's coming. So I open it up and it won't go into 5x zoom, and I thought, oh no. It's not fault of the phone really per se, it's because the screen was so wet, it was just, you know, completely soaked. There we go. I still managed to get it come by. Not my best ever shot, but that's all right. There's plenty more in the future, isn't there? Plenty more in the future. I've got the zoom working again now. Whee! Lovely. Yeah, the screen was too wet just now. Way too wet. I think I left it pointed upwards while I was while I was feeding Rufus. Oh, we certainly had some liquid sunshine today, and I'm pretty soaked. So in all honesty, I've got no worries about saying I'm going to head up home now and get dried off. But it was a nice little wander. Now that's the steadiness that I like from a shot. And that's the stabilisation that's built into the camera, almost like it's on a tripod. And so it's not quite the same stabilisation built into the more modern ones, but it is in the 8. And unsurprisingly, we've got all the tables are empty on the outside section of the tin bean. I've just done 3 really big sneezes, and hopefully it's not because I'm so wet. Not really cold today, but I am wet. So there we go. That was today. Very wet Seawall, but I did see the special. Like I said, we started on a nice train photo of the station. We finished on the special. A bit wet for the phone, but there we go. Never mind. And hope you enjoyed it. I've enjoyed my steady zoom, my steady camera, and yes, see you tomorrow hopefully. Take care, bye.